Hi everybody, it's MJ Augustini. Welcome to another edition of the real estate transaction. Today we're going to talk about the new listing. This is the point where you've made the decision to list, you've done all your pre-listing tasks, and you're actually ready to sign documents and get the house on the market. So thank you for choosing me to represent you in the sale of your home. I'm very excited to be working with you, and I'm looking forward to a smooth transaction. Myself, along with my team, are here ready to go 100%. The following video will help prepare you for our next in-person meeting, or certainly we can do it virtually. This will be to actually officially list your home. First, I'm going to start with all the required documents that you need to sign, and then there'll be a few tasks that you need to do before we actually go, what we say is go live with the listing. So first thing we need to do is you need to give me authorization to officially be your realtor. That means you need to sign a listing agreement. I'm going to go over all the details of the listing agreement with you at that time. This document is required by the state of Connecticut, and what it does is give me permission to market, advertise, show, and negotiate the sale of your home. It does not give me permission to make financial decisions for you or sign any documents on your behalf. That's really important. You are the driver of the deal, so to speak, and I am here acting as your advisor. So number one, sign the listing agreement. Number two, we need to sign the property conditions disclosure. This is a questionnaire that is required by the state of Connecticut. It was created by the state of Connecticut, and you must answer all the questions. If you fail to fill out this document and provide it to the buyer before they make an offer on the property, then you'll be subject to a $500 credit to the buyer at closing. The only exemptions are estates, trusts, fiduciaries, and foreclosed property. Pay attention to Section E on permits. Then again, please watch my video on permits. Permits is so important to the real estate transaction in this day and age. It's vital that you have all your permits and they've been taken out, paid for, and closed. Number three, sign the lead-based paint disclosure. If your home was built prior to 1978, this is a federal requirement that you must sign a lead paint disclosure. This basically says you have no knowledge of any lead-based paint and you don't have any reports. Now that is if you don't have any knowledge and you don't have any reports. Some people do lead-based paint testing before they buy houses. Sometimes they do them before they have children in the house. Sometimes landlords do it to make sure that they don't have any lead-based paint because they've got tenants coming in there. So there's a variety of reasons why you would do a lead-based paint test. And if you've done it, then you must disclose you've done it and provide the documentation that you have it. And even if you've done the abatement on it, you need to provide that documentation as well. Next, number four, we're going to sign the foundation disclosure. As you may be aware, Connecticut has had an issue with crumbling foundations. Back in the 1980s, there was a quarry up in northeast section of the state that produced concrete material that had pyrrhotite in it. And pyrrhotite is a mineral that's naturally found in the environment, and it had contaminated the quarry. This makes foundations break down and start to crumble, and you can lose your entire house. It could actually sink in if it's not taken care of. It's a major problem in the state of Connecticut right now, and there's a little bit of homeowner relief from the state for crumbling foundations. You have to actually jack up your house, they pull out the foundation, and you pour a new foundation and put the house back down. So if you are in that situation, please contact the state of Connecticut. They do have remedies to help you correct that problem. Number five, sign the Inclusion/Exclusion form. So this form is the most troublesome form we've found over the years. So when you list your house, this form makes clear which personal property will remain with the home and what will be removed. 90% of the disagreements the day of the walkthrough and at closing have to do with this form. Sellers take things that they should leave or leave things that they should take, or substitute things. You can't do any of that. Whatever you say you're going to leave, you have to leave. Whatever you're going to take, you have to take. This form should be filled out very carefully and be very specific on it. And it should be modified if you decide you're going to change something before you sign a contract with a buyer. Understand the difference between fixtures and personal property. I will be doing a whole video on fixtures, so please refer to my video on fixtures so that you know what is considered fixture and what is considered personal property. Do not assume the buyer wants any of your leftover paint, yard equipment, lawnmower, gas cans. You have to assume they want nothing. And if they do say to you, oh, that's fine, you can leave the lawnmower, you can leave pesticides, you can leave paint, then we need to have all that in writing, because we've found that some buyers have selective amnesia, and the day of the walkthrough, they want to know why all this stuff is here. You've said, oh, well, they said that they wanted to leave it, and they have no recollection of that. It happened to me years ago with avocado appliances. So believe me, only the items in writing should be left. Everything else should be removed from the property. The house must be left in broom clean condition unless otherwise agreed to in writing. Next will be the smoke detector notice. You must adhere to Connecticut's law on smoke detector and carbon monoxide detectors when selling your home. Please read the written statement that I'll give you from the state of Connecticut, which tells you where you need to install them and how many you need to install. If you fail to provide these detectors, you will have to give the buyer a credit of $250 at closing. That's a very important law. It came out several years back. They've added more detectors and more carbon monoxide detectors because of obviously fires and people dying of carbon monoxide poisoning. So it's very serious. The audio and video notice. This will be the 7th document you're going to sign. In Connecticut, you must disclose to anybody walking through your home that you have video or surveillance equipment in operation. This includes things like Alexa. So don't think you're going to have Alexa hang out on your kitchen counter and listen in to what the buyer's talking about or the agent when they walk through the property. That is like a no-no, unless you officially disclose it. And then if you disclose it, then I have to disclose it to the buyer's agent so that they know they're being filmed and listened to. Number 8 is the delayed listing agreement. This document allows us to sign the listing paperwork today, but delay the live listing until photos and all your prep work can be done. This date can be flexible, but no marketing can be done or showings during this period. So I can't put up the sign, I can't start advertising it on Zillow or in the newspaper. It's an active listing, but it's not active to the public. You can tell your friends about it, that it's going to be on the market on a such and such a day, but I can't officially start marketing it until the go live date. We'll write in the go live date in this delayed listing agreement. We can move that date too. So let's say we're supposed to go live September 11th and September 5th, you call me and say, oh, I still need another week. That's fine. We change the date, have you initial it, and we wait that additional week. Document number 9 is the coming soon document. We don't always use the coming soon document. This document is used if your house is not quite ready to show, but we want to get the word out that it's going to be available for sale at a certain time in the future. We can put up a sign, we can put it in MLS, but it only goes to agents. It doesn't go to the public sites like Zillow or Trulia or Home Store. So it is an active listing. However, we can't show it and we can't negotiate any offers. So the sign will be up. But if somebody drives by and says, oh, I want to get into that house, I'm going to go on vacation next week, I won't be here, we can't make any exceptions because I will go to real estate jail for that. When we sign a coming soon, we promise that we're going to advertise it but not show it or negotiate offers until the actual day of the go live date. Why do we use this document? We do use this document to create somewhat of a frenzy, especially in a seller's market. We want to get buyers excited, get them lined up, get them ready to go, so they know that this is coming on. And that might inspire multiple offers, that might inspire full price offers, and it might inspire offers ready to go. Like as soon as we list it, we get an offer right away. When people know that it's available but they can't have it yet, they want it even more. So the coming soon writer is a good technique. It's not always good to use because you're going to have people driving by. You might have people even actually come up to the door. Do not let people into your house. We'll go over this when we actually do a showing video, but don't let anybody in your house. Coming soon is just that. We have a coming soon writer that's put underneath the sign so people know that It's an active listing, but it's coming soon. We have 14 days in which this property can be under a coming soon status. But again, remember, no showings and we can't negotiate any offers. These are all the required documents that you need to sign. Again, one more time, I'll just go over them. You have to sign the listing agreement, the property conditions disclosure, the lead-based paint disclosure, the foundation disclosure. I know these are a lot. The inclusion exclusion form, the smoke and CO notice, and the audio video notice, and delayed listing or coming soon riders. We can sign these in person or we can sign them electronically, either way. And I can go through all the parts with you. I like to go through all the parts with you so that you understand what you're signing, what they all mean. Those are the new listing tasks. I look forward to working with you to help you achieve your goals. As always, if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me by phone, email, text, or social media. And of course, don't forget to hit that like button if you thought the video was helpful. And this is MJ saying we'll see you next time.